What is going on, you guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Alright, so today I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet because the phone that I'm using, it doesn't have that much storage, so I gotta cut the videos a little bit short somewhat. So this isn't, hopefully it's not going to be like a 20-minute video. So today I'm going to finally talk about the Nintendo Switch. I actually made a video a couple days ago about the Nintendo Switch that I meant to upload, but it ended up getting corrupted and stuff like that, and I ended up losing the footage, so I was really upset about that. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch and which mode do I prefer playing in, whether it's tabletop, handheld, or TV mode. By the way, you guys can see I'm wearing a Kingdom Hearts shirt that I just picked up. I freaking love this shirt, honestly. I've always wanted a Kingdom Hearts shirt. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game of all time, so yeah, anyway. So actually right now I'm playing the Breath of the Wild right here in the background, and if you guys hear a fan in the background, I'm sorry, that's this little heater that I have next to me. It's just that it's freezing here, so I like to have that on. So there's three modes to the Nintendo Switch. There's handheld mode, there's tabletop mode, and then there's TV mode. Probably my favorite mode to play in right now would be handheld and tabletop, mainly because I'm on the go a lot, so being able to take the Switch with me on the go and being able to play it either if I'm either at family's house, friend's house, or something like that, or if I'm just chilling in the car or whatever. Any scenario like that, pretty much I'll have the Switch with me so I could play Legend of Zelda or Fast RMX. Fast RMX is, by the way, the only racing game that's on Nintendo Switch right now. I'm going to do a video on that probably later today and show you guys. Or I may just show it in this video, who knows. Alright, so right now I have the Switch playing on the big screen. So I have the Joy-Cons connected to the Joy-Con grip controller. And I gotta say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the controller right now. So with the controller, it's really comfortable, honestly. I would really like to get the Pro Controller, but to be honest, after holding this and after actually playing and getting a good feel for it, I don't really find it necessary at the moment for me to purchase a Pro Controller. Even if they were available right now, they're sold out, but even if they were available right now, I don't see myself having the need to get one. Because it's actually really, really comfortable. I thought it was going to be actually really small, but it fits perfectly in the hands. Probably the only thing that I'm not a big fan of with the Joy-Cons themselves would be the triggers. Mainly because I'm used to with the Xbox One, PS4, where it's just feels like actual triggers that you can just push all the way down. These are very clicky, so you just push them click, you can even hear it. Wow, I just wasted a bunch of crap. But yeah, other than that, I thought the buttons were going to be a lot smaller on the Joy-Cons, but to be honest, they actually feel really good. Another thing that I don't like though is the placement of the plus and minus button, which is start and select. I'm not a big fan of where they are, mainly because at least where the minus one is, because as I'm playing Breath of the Wild, I tend to have to open the map up at times, and I just when I push the thumbstick is in the way too. It's just uncomfortable, awkward in a way for me to just to have both of them there that close together. That's just a little thing though, it's not really a big deal. Another thing that I gotta complain about is, again, there's gonna be good and bad with the Switch, is the fact that the left Joy-Con controller tends to not unsync, but it tends to glitch up on me. If I'm playing Breath of the Wild, I'll be running and then I want to turn Link, make him run to the left, and he'll still be running forward, or I don't know, it's if I lose signal, but then they said make sure there's nothing in front of the Switch, there's no cables in front of the Switch. I'd end up doing that, and sometimes it would still act up, but other than that, it hasn't been doing it a lot, really. It's just once or twice it has done it to me. But other than that, the control is really good. It's really comfortable, so if you don't want to fork over the extra, I think it's $80, $70 for the Pro Controller, this is good enough, honestly, for now. There's no big shooting games FPS or stuff like that you really need a Pro Controller for, unless you just really want that full Xbox One controller feel. Then I guess you could get the Pro Controller, but other than that, this is good enough for me, to be honest. But like I said before, the modes that I prefer, well, don't really prefer, but I guess prefer, because again, I'm usually on the go, or the TV will be occupied, stuff like that, would be in tabletop mode or in handheld mode. So when I play in tabletop mode, you would think that I would bring this Joy-Con grip controller with me so I'd be able to play, but I actually prefer playing like this, taking off the controller. By the way, they come off pretty simple. I'm going to talk about these buttons in the back too, but I prefer playing like this. with both controllers in my hands, you know, just like I love the freedom of movement when I'm playing games. That's what I loved about the Wii, you know, like you had like the Wiimote in one hand, the nunchuck in the other, and you had all this movement, you know, like that you were able to just like chillax, have one hand here, the other hand resting on my leg right here, and I just love that, especially like if I'm laying down and playing a game before I go to sleep or something like that. I don't have to have the controller like that in front of me. I could just be like having them like that, just laying there, or just like playing like this with like, you know, just like playing around like that, it's like that. I just love the freedom of movement that I have. I don't have to have my hands together, you know, all the time. Because when it comes to gaming, I want to be relaxed. You know, like yes, you could have like the Xbox One controller and be like relaxed with that, but and it is really comfortable. But I also like the freedom of movement. I just love that. Especially since Legend of Zelda is like, it's a relaxing type of game, but it's not really like competitive, so I don't really need to have like an Xbox One or a Pro controller to be like playing all serious like that. This is more relaxing for me, so this is how I prefer playing, especially when I'm playing either on the big screen. I will use the Joy-Con grip controller every now and then, but I do like playing like this style, especially in tabletop mode. I love playing like that. I'm actually going to show you guys each mode as well in this video. Alright, so last thing about the controllers I want to talk about is the buttons in the back where you push and then you can like pull out the Joy-Cons, whether they're on the grip or on the console itself. I'm not a big fan of where the buttons are, and sometimes I feel like I thought it would be a little bit easier to pull out of the console, especially the Joy-Con, the wrist straps as well. Those are like the worst, definitely. But it can connect and remove a lot easily and more smoothly when it's on the grip. Like it just like slides right off just like that, like nothing. On the system, you gotta put a little bit more effort into it, and on the wrist strap, you have to like pretty much, it feels like you're breaking it. It's ridiculous. But that's probably the only thing I don't like big time about the Nintendo Switch. I did get to play like 2-player games, stuff like that, where you like share one Joy-Con with a friend, and I did get to play Snipper Clips and another game which is like the only racing game on Switch, which is called Fast RMX, which is a really great racing game, and it's only $20. So if you guys want something else like a racing game to play on Switch, it has 2-player and online multiplayer. Get Fast RMX, really fun racing game. It reminds me of Wipeout. If you guys remember the Wipeout racing game, it reminds me of that. Other than that, this is doable. It's definitely doable. It's not like crampy or stuff like that. They do sell grips for this, by the way, if you want to play like this. They sell like controller grips where you get like a better like grip. It feels actually somewhat like a miniature controller. I do want to pick those up because I just like whenever I want to play a game with somebody, you know, I want to make sure that we have a little bit more comfort. I want to by either cramping up after playing for a while or stuff like that. And I just lost something. Okay, there we go. But I'll let you guys know when I pick like up extra accessories and stuff like that. But just to let you guys know, when you're playing with one hand just like that, playing with a friend, it is comfortable. You know, it's nothing. It's not like, oh my god, this feels terrible. It's doable. It's definitely doable, and besides, you're not going to be playing like this for like 15 hours or stuff like that. So yeah, most likely you're just going to be like coming over to a friend's house playing for like an hour or something like that, or like a half hour on the Switch, and you're going to be playing something totally different. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys like the Switch in action at the different modes that I've mentioned, by the way, and show you guys some gameplay too. So let's do that right now. Let's do this the Switch way. Okay, so I'm going to have to ask you guys please excuse the mess. There's actually an even bigger mess like behind this camera right now. But this is the Switch itself right here on the dock. It still freaking amazes me how tiny this thing is and how much power it's actually packing. It's just ridiculous. Yes, I know it's not like as powerful as a PS4 or an Xbox One S, but this is actually super impressive, honestly. This size and what it can do and the fact that it's portable and everything is ridiculous. Like, I literally bring this around as if it's just a regular handheld. Let me show you guys an example right here of like how small this is. This is a regular deck of cards. That's how small it is right there. That's how it's literally like 4 decks of cards pretty much, somewhat like that. It's ridiculous. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so let's show you guys the different modes right now. So I got the 2 Joy-Cons right here. Let me actually pause Zelda right now because if I don't, it's probably gonna mess up. So after you're done playing pretty much, you're ready to take it on the go. Slide both down here on each side, and then until you hear that satisfying click. And then you just pick it up. This is the part that I like and hate, because behind this plastic right here, there's nothing protecting the screen. you have to get a screen protector for this thing. I don't have one. I'm scared that I'm going to end up scratching it or breaking it one day. So I highly recommend you guys going to buy a Switch. First, buy a screen protector for this thing. Please do, because you're going to end up regretting it. So when I do this, I do it very slowly so I don't end up breaking anything. And that's it. It goes right into the screen here. This thing's actually getting pretty hot, to be honest. So I kind of wish like there was more like fanning back here, so like that. Maybe they'll make a dock with like extra fans. But that's pretty much it. And once you do that, it needs to recognize how you're playing. So you just press the 2 top buttons up there, press OK, and then bam, you're right into the game right here. Here's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The game looks freaking beautiful, by the way, on here. I'm sure you guys, so you guys can get a good look at that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a review on this game later on, because I got a lot to talk about it, to be honest. Things I love, things I hate. I'm just going to go ahead and kill that thing right there. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys another game. Actually, this is the menu. These are the only games that... Oh, I thought I deleted something. These are the only games I have right now available. Breath of the Wild, Fast RMX, Stupid Clips Demo. I don't have the full game. So down here you have like your news, where you get like latest news feed and stuff like that for like only Nintendo stuff and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's like that. To be honest, I would have liked it if I could add like Kotaku or IGN and stuff like that, so I could actually like check the news out and stuff like that, like after I'm done playing. But I guess we're like, oh well, you got your smartphone and other tablets, right? Yeah, but why not have it all on one device though? So I don't have to pull out my phone, or if it's charging and stuff like that, I could just freaking do everything on the Switch. Why not? Another thing is, I really hope that they add, I want YouTube, I want Netflix, and web browser I don't really care for, but to be honest, YouTube and Netflix, I would love that. I just would really love that, to be honest. Mainly because, like, you know, I do have my Xbox One S, but if I have my Switch already on, why not be able to just do everything right there on the spot? I mean, come on. That's just me, though. Another thing is, I find the menu very plain, to be honest. Like, the user interface very plain. I know it's not a big deal, but, you know, I know for a fact they're going to be able to add themes later on, like maybe a Legend of Zelda theme, maybe a moving background, or maybe like on the 3DS, if you have a Legend of Zelda theme, you have the music playing in the background. It's the little things like that that I do like, the customization, stuff like that, that I would like to have on the Nintendo Switch. The user interface is great and everything. I just find it very simple and plain, but there is a menu. If you go to settings, there is something here where it says right here, themes. I have black and white right now, but this like tells me that pretty much they might end up adding like actual themes you can download and add from the Nintendo eShop. On the eShop right now, it's horrible, to be honest. It works, but what I mean is, like, there's nothing on there. There's literally, they just recently added like a few Neo Geo games, so that's pretty much like the system itself. Other than that, the system, I thought it was gonna be like either too big or something like that, but it's really comfortable. Super comfortable, actually, to play on the go and everything. Right up here is the fan. This is like the only like slot for the fans, which kind of worries me away, but then kind of doesn't. I just wish the dock had extra like cooling, you know, so that this thing doesn't run super hot. But other than that, oh, this volume isn't as loud as I would have liked it. But then again, you know, it's not really a big deal because I also use the headphones as well. This is the Legend of Zelda chat earbuds, so I'm going to be using these, especially when I play like Splatoon 2 and stuff like that, and any other future multiplayer games. But yeah, so right now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some, you know, just some gameplay right here of Fast RMX. You know what, why don't we go ahead and show you guys tabletop mode now. Let's just do that. So you guys got pretty much an idea of this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just put that. Alright, so with the kickstand, I thought I was going to actually break it at first, to be honest, but you just got to push it till you hear that click, that right there. Then you can just sit it down right at the table. Let me go ahead and try to back this up and bend a little bit more for you guys. Alright, so this is right here. You got to put, again, a little bit of a oomph into it. Nothing really serious, but to pull it out, I had to like put my hand like this because it's really awkward where the button placement is. I'm not a fan of it being right next to the trigger. I would prefer it if it was like right here. It would have been easier for me to just like slide right off. But for this, I have to like push here, and then, oh my gosh, okay. and place right there. I really love the look of this. I just love how it just looks, because it still amazes me that this is the console itself. This is it, people. This is it right here. This is the Nintendo Switch right here, and it still amazes me till this day how much power this little thing has. Alright, so again, this is how I pretty much like playing, so start the game up just like that. We're just going to go ahead and try to do a quick race. Let's see if hopefully I have enough storage on my phone. Actually, yeah, I think I'll have enough storage, hopefully, after I do all the cutting and editing, all that other crap. Alright, so let's go ahead. This game, by the way, graphically, is freaking nice, by the way. So, yeah. Yeah, this game was actually only 20 bucks. It still amazes me. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys heard about this. I actually made a video on this game called Voice. It's a rhythm game, like a music rhythm game that you can play like for free on iOS and Android. They put it on the Nintendo Switch, and I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. I can't wait to play it. I end up going on the Nintendo Switch store, and wouldn't you know it, you had to pay for the game. And I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, maybe it'll be like $5, you know, I guess I can handle that. Nope, the game is $25 freaking dollars. $25 for that game. I am not paying $25 for a game that I could get for free. Freaking ridiculous. No one's gonna pay that much for that game. Like, I seriously hope people will complain about that, because if they're gonna start doing that with future, like, mobile games that they bring to the Nintendo Switch, I mean, like, imagine, like, Mortal Kombat 5 or Shadowgun Dead Zone, stuff like that, or Dead Trigger 2. All those games are free. So you're telling me that I'm going to have to end up paying for these games when they release on the Nintendo Switch, and God knows they're going to be like $25. It's going to be ridiculous. And the thing is, this isn't the first time this happened. On the PSP, Dungeon Hunter, the first one, I believe, when it first released on the PSP, or the PS Vita, I believe, one of them, the game was, I think, like $30, if I'm not mistaken. It was ridiculous. For a mobile game that I could play on a phone for like $3. It's frustrating in a way, but I really hope that they drop that price still. $25 for a rhythm game, a music game, is ridiculous. The game is awesome, but it's not $25. I would pay for the game, but the most I'd pay for is like $5. Oh man, it's ridiculous. But it is one of the best rhythm games I've ever played. If you guys want to try it out, if you have like iOS or Android, definitely download it. It's literally the best rhythm game I've ever played. The music is insane. The gameplay is intense. It's just like one of the best. If I ever do get the game for go $25, I'll definitely let you guys know. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop playing right now. So you guys pretty much get the idea, and then like pretty much you could just like slide the controls back on and continue to play like that. So now I'm going to show you guys how instant it pretty much is when you want to play on the TV. So I'm going to go ahead and slide these back on here. And again, it just slides with ease right there, just like that. Just like that. And then it's pretty much instant. Actually, what's cool is that if my TV is off, even if it's off, or if I'm watching TV on a different channel or whatever, as soon as I place the system in here or power it on while it's docked, it turns on my TV and it instantly goes to the Switch HDMI port. So I'm going to go ahead and close that and slide this right down here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how instant it's in. Now watch. Bam! Right there. And then I press controls, and I'm back into the game right there. How freaking cool is that? Freaking awesome right there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause that right here. Alright you guys, so yeah, those were the different modes of the Nintendo Switch in action. So far, I really love the system. Like, it's literally one of my favorite like consoles so far right now. Not game-wise, because games I do still rather play the games are on the PS4 at the moment, and then after that, for Xbox, really the only one I really love playing right now is like Gears of War 4. So like PS4, when it comes to game-wise, PS4 wins because it just has the games, you know, the games I really just want to play and love to play. The Switch right now, all it has is like Legend of Zelda, which is the main game I've been playing so far, but I need more than that. You know, the system is awesome. Everything about the system is great. I love it. You know, it's the size, the features, the portability, it's just freaking awesome. I highly recommend you guys pick one up, but I will say this, wait until summer. Wait until after E3, wait until like August, okay? Then pick up a Switch, because by then more games will be out and E3 would have already happened, so we'll get to see what other games Nintendo would have already announced, and you'll be that much closer to when the bigger games release, like Mario Odyssey and Fire Emblem Heroes, which is Fire Emblem Warriors, which is going to be freaking awesome, by the way. Yeah, I do recommend the Switch. So far, if I rate it out of like 1 to 5, I would give it right now, I want to say a 4 or like a 3.5. I know I'm going IGN on you guys, 3.5. But yeah, it's right there, somewhat in the middle, but a little bit further. So yeah, it's around there. But for right now, if you're a huge fan of Legend of Zelda, go pick one up then. If you don't have a Wii U, go pick up a Nintendo Switch, pick up Legend of Zelda. You'll have like hours of fun right there. And if you want to get an extra game on the side with it, I would say either I Am Setsuna. These games are digital, by the way. I Am Setsuna and Fast RMX, the racing game I just showed you guys. That should at least give you enough time until like Mario Kart 8 comes out, and then this month Splatoon 2 beta comes out, and then in the summertime, by the time, you know, like I said, if you guys wait till summer to get a Switch, Splatoon 2 will already be out, Mario Kart will be out, you have Legend of Zelda, you can probably pick up a used copy at GameStop. So yeah, there's going to be tons of games for you guys to choose from. So I would recommend to wait at least. You guys, well, pretty much you have to wait, because right now the Switch is like sold out everywhere, at least at GameStops that I know of. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I think about the Nintendo Switch so far. Again, I love this thing. I do not regret getting one. I just wish there was more games for it again. But you know what, once I download I Am Setsuna and I have Legend of Zelda and Fast RMX, I think I'm going to be okay until Mario Kart 8 comes out, and then that should be last me Switch-wise until summertime. But the Switch may be put aside for a while after Mass Effect Andromeda releases, because that game's just going to really take over my gaming time at least. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I gave you somewhat of an idea of how the Nintendo Switch is, and see if you guys like it. It does have its ups and downs, but other than that, it's a great system, to be honest. Alright you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch all you amazing, wonderful people at another time. Another video. Take care.